Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Senseonics, Apple, Google, and Dexcom. Yes, total disruption. So now on this channel, we love disruptive innovation. We love the product that Senseonics has brought to the market, but we need to be aware of the competition. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Miguel and we look for the biggest, juiciest growth stocks. Welcome to the ranch, cowboy. I hope you find this video very valuable and entertaining. And if you're able to support my channel, just click join up here. It's only 99 cents a month and it helps me to create great content. But if you're unable to join, just you hitting like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world to me. I love you guys. Okay, Senseonics, let's get into it. Ticker symbol SENS. These guys have had a crazy run. We've been from a low of the valley, baby, 35 cents all the way down there. And they've gone up to some crazy heights. As we can see here, they reached a 52-week high of $5.56. So these guys have stated that they are the creators of the first and only long-term implantable continuous glucose monitor. So the market that everybody's going after is this continuous glucose monitoring system. So for type 1 and type 2 diabetes, it's super important to monitor your health. So what they have to do in order to monitor their health is to make sure they check the amount of sugar in their blood. Now Senseonics has been working on this implantable device. We're looking to roll it out and currently we're waiting on FDA approval, and this is for our 180-day Eversense glucose monitor, but it's been delayed by the C-19 pandemic and the FDA has delayed the approval date. So the thing that made people really bullish on this continuous glucose monitor was the nearest competitor, Dexcom, was only providing 30 days worth of wear for their continuous glucose monitoring system. So with Senseonics, there's a 90-day CGM system already and we're working on the 6-month approval right now. So it's super essential and important for people with diabetes to actually maintain their sugar levels. They have to make sure it's not too low and it's not too high, because if the glucose is too low or too high in their body, it can cause damage to their body and even death. So with our device, it's implantable. So what needs to happen is we need to make a small incision, implant the sensor under the skin, cover it with an adhesive patch, and then put the transmitter there also. So we've got a really good product. However, the big boys are coming. So let's take a look at the market.
The world's biggest tech companies are getting into healthcare.
Disease, we even think it will work in diabetes. If you look at the largest category of spending year to year in healthcare, it's diabetes.
And by far the biggest segment there is the diabetes market.
So this is how big it gets.
In 2017, 425 million people worldwide were living with diabetes. That number is expected to rise to 629 million by 2045.
So they're coming, guys. The big boys are coming.
If you zoom out into the future and you look back and you ask the question, what was Apple's greatest contribution to mankind? It will be about health.
These companies are thinking about the space because it is massive. It is worth trillions of dollars today. And healthcare is one of the few sectors that hasn't been disrupted yet by technology.
So now these guys have been working on it for a while. It's no secret that Apple, Alphabet, and Amazon have all been working on diabetes tech. They've literally been doing this for years. So there's been so many companies entering this space and they've been trying and failing for ages.
Verily is just one of many companies who have tried and failed at making non-invasive glucose monitors. One of its first projects back in 2014 was a smart contact lens that measured blood glucose. It paused the project in 2018 after it found insufficient consistency in measurements of tear glucose to blood glucose.
So that company Verily is an Alphabet company that they mentioned. It was formerly known as Google Life Sciences, and they teamed up with Dexcom to bring new continuous monitoring hardware to market and building coaching services around that. They tried their lens, it failed. Amazon is also focusing on entering the market, so they want to be selling also blood sugar monitoring devices on its marketplace and make it easier for people to gain access to their readings via the Alexa voice assistant. And Apple is working closely with medical device makers like Dexcom to build integrations with consumer devices like the Apple Watch and the iPhone. So now this is what we need to look at. When we first compared ourselves to, Dexcom, we said no sweat. These guys have only got a 30-day continuous glucose monitoring system. We already have a 90-day system out and we're working on a 180-day system. So whilst we are awaiting this approval date, everybody was speculating, will the stock pop? Will it go through the roof when we get approved? It may very well do. And we love innovative products that are helping people with their health. However, we do know that our arch rivals Dexcom are working with Apple and they've been working for many years to try and perfect this. And that's trying to measure blood glucose monitoring via an optical sensor in the Apple Watch. So why would this be crazy? Because it's non-invasive. It will just literally optical sensor through the skin and read your blood glucose levels. So after seeing the Apple Watch be able to read blood oxygen levels, then it's able to conduct an electrocardiogram ECG. A recent report coming out from the East had me a bit concerned because it stated that these guys have nearly finalized the CGM system for the Apple Watch. So in an earlier video in 2019, CNBC stated this.
Medtronic and Senseonics also have CGMs on the market. All four can be used with smartphones, and soon Dexcom will just need the Apple Watch.
So now we're awaiting FDA approval. We're trying to see if we can get to the marketplace first. And now I'm going to show you the articles that have all sprung up at the same time from different news outlets stating that Apple's CGM Apple Watch could be available by this fall. So this is an article from India Today, January 2021. It states that a Korean report claims that the blood glucose monitor could be a significant health feature coming to the next Apple Watch or Samsung Galaxy Watch, expected to launch this year. Another website, iDrop News, states that this non-invasive tech may allow diabetics to monitor their blood glucose with just an Apple Watch. This was published February 11th, 2021. It also states that a report out of South Korea last month revealed that Apple has been working on tackling a feature that would make its wearable a must-have for hundreds of millions of people around the world: blood glucose monitoring. It could be out as soon as September, with the Apple Watch Series 7 coming out then. So they are stating that when it's non-invasive, they're going to be monitoring the blood sugar levels via an optical sensor in the watch. And it states here that the Apple designed optical sensor is believed to be a skin top continuous monitoring solution that does not require an implant. This is another blog and it's just got hundreds of comments of people saying if Apple can pull this off, it's a game changer for the Apple Watch. It goes from being a nice accessory that has cool features to an essential health item for a great many people. However, some people are skeptical and they're saying, I hope this works. My wife has type 1 diabetes, and even the medical grade insertable under skin sensors give wrong readings on a regular basis. Though I don't have a lot of hope that over the skin can possibly be more accurate or more reliable. So we don't know how true this report is, but looking from a perspective as an investor, we have to look at what we invest in. Do they have economic moats? Can someone create a better product than what we currently have? These guys have been failing for years. But with this new Apple Watch, will they have what it takes to actually go into the market and deliver a non-invasive glucose monitoring system? I absolutely love Senseonics product. I love that they're able to tackle, the diabetic market and make people's lives easier. But can this product beat the Apple Watch? And while this could all be speculation and there's nothing conclusive yet, for us investors, it's something we have to consider because we have to look at our competitors, we have to think about our economic moat, and we have to see, will this watch actually be able to do what they think it will do? Will it be accurate? Will they have the correct readings?
Apple has been thinking about ways to bring data that a person with diabetes would need right to the smartwatch or the iPhone so that they can monitor their health in a way that's just a little bit more comfortable.
The way CGMs work currently, you need a receiver or a phone within a few feet of the sensor in order to receive blood sugar data.
Also guys, bear in mind, data is money and the big boys want a slice of the cake.
A whole new generation of technologies that appeal to this increasing trend of tracking all sorts of health data.
Apple even recently started selling a glucose meter in the Apple Store.
Apple and Google are definitely racing to be at the center of our health information. So when we look to see what our heart rate is or how well we slept last night or what our glucose is, they want us to come to them. They're, in the information business, and I hate to say it, but there are sales opportunities with that as well.
So bear in mind, none of this is financial advice. I can't tell you to buy, sell a stock. This is for entertainment only. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up just in case you wanted to see what the competition has and what could possibly be on the cards. There could possibly be a lot of disruption in this industry. Everyone's been working in this industry for a very long time because they want to disrupt healthcare. And if you guys are familiar with Nano Dimension and you remember this guy, Massimo Di Vittorio, this company that he has as a startup, they are working on smart sensors. These are essentially nanotechnologies. They are working on these biosensors that have mechanical energy harvesting. So if you guys want to watch a video about what this guy does with smart wearables and what Nano Dimensions is currently exploring as well with this guy, check the video just above me and you'll be able to see that this guy is exploring exploring these small nanotech devices that you can put onto your skin, and they have biosensors, biochemical sensors, and these sensors can actually mechanically charge themselves based on kinetic energy of your body. But he is predicting that in the future, not only will we be looking at monitoring glucose levels, but we can look at biochemical changes in the body. So we are changing from a kind of sickness model where we wait before we're sick, before we go to the doctor, they collect the data on our blood samples, they want to check what's wrong with us, and then they help mend us, right? Bring us back to equilibrium. But instead of doing that, they're looking at putting biosensors onto people's bodies so they can disrupt and innovate in the healthcare industry. And these biosensors will be able to check chemical changes in the body so you can check things before they even go wrong. So instead of waiting to see like different things happening in your body in terms of blood pressure, you're constantly monitoring your health. That being said, there is a lot of money in this market, and let's see how it plays out for Senseonics. Let's see how Apple and Google and Amazon are trying to catch up and develop the perfect device for continuous glucose monitoring. I hope you found this video valuable and entertaining. I put my heart into my work. Thank you very much for watching. And if you want to see what videos I'm working on next, just join my Patreon group. We've got a Discord group there. If you join any level of this Patreon, I'll let you in, and you'll be able to see the latest videos I'm working on before anyone else. So I'll tell you what I'm currently studying into. But if you guys are unable to join my channel memberships or my Patreon group, I appreciate you guys. You mean the world to me. Just you hitting like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world. Drop me some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on Senseonics and how it's going to play out. What do you think of this currently? Also remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment only. Mr. Invest a Lot, over and out, baby.